There's no such thing as a completely new start, and anything new arrives at the heels of something old. Every beginning comes at the cost of an ending. So it is time for the closure for the year 2018, and a fresh new year 2019 is about to begin, and suddenly we automatically know that it is the time for fresh beginnings. It is a new chapter which is going to unfold, and we are to trust the magic of beginnings. But before we begin, it is always good to know what all are the things that we should do and what are the things that we should avoid, so that we can make this entire year work in our favor. Because any new beginning should be started without fear. But before I begin on the forecast, let me tell you that according to the methods that I follow, every person is unique. There are no stereotypes, so there are no stereotyped forecasts, like no one is falling in one category. Your forecast is going to be totally unique to you.
There is no stereotyped forecast in this log, and in spite of that, it is still going to provide solutions to whoever is viewing it. You only need to do a tiny bit of calculation, and then to save your time, you can skip portions and straight away get to your forecast in this log by checking the description box below, where you can match the time frame with your specific number. The first step would be to find the attitude number, which is very simple to find. It is the addition of your day of birth and your month of birth reduced to a single digit base value. In this log, we are reducing everything to a single digit base value for simplification. Now, for this log, basically knowing only your attitude number is going to be sufficient. Before your information, you can further find your personal year numbers by adding the attitude number to the ongoing year number. For example, 2019 reduces to a 3. So you add the attitude number to 3, which is the ongoing year number, and the final base value that you derive is your personal year number for 2019.
Your birthday is a very important day in your life. Your age is changing every year on your birthday. So all your cycles are basically commencing starting from your birthday onwards. So your day of birth, specifically your time of birth, is absolutely important to gauge when your cycles are going to commence.
And going like that, each one of us is going to have a different forecast which is unique to us. For example, if someone is born on the 4th of April, the attitude number in that case is 8, and the cycle for 2019 will commence for that person from the 4th of April 2019. On the other hand, if someone is born on the 6th of November, again the attitude number is 8, but the cycle will commence from the 6th of November 2019 for that person. Now let us see what trends the upcoming year has in store for us. If your attitude number is 1, you will see the commencement of personal year 4 starting from your upcoming birthday. Before your birthday, it will be the personal year 3 running for you. As long as the year 3 will be active, that is till your upcoming birthday, it will be the time for you to express yourself freely, be creative, experience life. You have to socialize, make friends, you have to be more optimistic about life, and you have to lead a more of a carefree and outgoing kind of a life. However, you have to be a bit careful about not becoming a bit too extravagant. The challenge that the 3 brings is you might end up scattering your resources. The personal year 4 for you shall begin from your upcoming birthday onwards, and after the freewheeling energy of the personal year 3, the 4 time will be a time to solidify your foundations, secure your future, and organize your life.
No corner of your life will be safe from your organizing energy. And more you organize, the more your life will start falling in place.
There could also be a lot of budgeting, arranging funds, etc. You could be investing in land or property. I'd say it is a good time for all that. But whatever you do, choose to have a very practical and grounded approach. You have to have a very logical approach towards life. You cannot be too flighty. If your attitude number is 2, you will see the beginning of personal year 5 starting from your upcoming birthday onwards. Till your upcoming birthday, it will be the personal year 4 running for you. As I've already discussed in the previous attitude number, that the personal year 4 is about organizing, planning, budgeting, and having a very grounded approach towards life. And after this time of setting everything in order during the personal year 4, it will be the time for you to get involved in various activities. The personal year 5 will be about experiences, opportunities, and widening horizons.
During the year 5, you might be meeting a lot of people. Suddenly you might feel that the whole world needs you. Your magnetism and charm is going to increase. You're going to look more attractive. Your communication skills are going to increase. But beware of too much of magnetism because it might result in pregnancies.
As a matter of fact, the personal year 4 itself is an opening to the doorway, which is basically the year 5. And 5 always holds some surprises, something which you were not expecting. And when the 5 begins, you have to really look at your life and decide if you really like the direction in which you're heading. If not, then this is the opportunity when you can do something about it. Paths will open up and you'll begin to see solutions to some long-standing problems in your life. However, you have to be careful about not wasting your resources and you have to maintain some discipline in life. If your attitude number is 3, the personal year 6 will begin for you from your upcoming birthday onwards.
So the year 5 was about a lot of restless energy. Now the year 6 will be about reaching an equilibrium and harmony in life.
After a lot of freewheeling energy that the previous personal year or the time till your upcoming birthday brought for you, it was all about a lot of restless energy and a cycle of change. Now, the personal year 6 will bring your attention towards the home front. There can be changes in the domestic scene. Family members may enter or leave home. Babies could be born. Someone close to you could start having some health issues and could be needing your assistance. You could be also remodeling or redecorating your house or maybe even shifting your house. Your body is also home to your soul, so maybe you could be styling your body. Beauty and harmony is an important aspect of 6. 6 also brings your attention to relationships and partnerships. If there is any lack of harmony in these areas, harmony will be restored during the personal year 6, sometimes through separations. So if you see that you're placed in the personal year 6 and your partner, your child, your spouse or any other important or close relation that you have demands your attention or emotional support, you must give it. It is okay to sacrifice a bit of your interest for them. However, see that the cause is worth it. If your attitude number is 4, from your upcoming birthday onwards, you will see the personal year 7. Till your birthday, you will have the personal year 6 running, and I've already discussed that 6 is about giving attention to relationships and home front. And after that, the year 7 will be a time of retreat. They say God made the world in 6 days and on the 7th day He rested. So during your personal year 7, you might feel a bit more tired than usual. You may not feel like socializing much and may wish to spend some time alone, and it is okay to feel like that. The personal year 7 is a great time to go on a vacation to some place which is close to the nature.
You could reflect back upon your past actions and analyze what could have been done. What is really not there in your life, what is missing in your life. Your attention would be deviated towards that. Mental stress might increase a bit, so your physical body needs a bit of rest at this time. If you do not take rest, you might be falling ill.
Leave material worries aside and concentrate more on the spiritual aspects of life. Timing is a very important aspect of numerology. There are times when you have to be more assertive, and there are other times when you have to lay low. 7 is the time to lay low, so be a bit silent. If your attitude number is 5, you're going to enter the personal year 8 from your birthday onwards. Till your birthday, it will be the year 7 running for you. As I've already mentioned that 7 is the year for rest and a time to lay low. In contrary to that, the personal year 8 is the time for action, to dedicate yourself fully to work. Whatever inner development or self-improvisation is needed should be done in the personal year 7. Straight with the onset of the personal year 8, you should be ready for hard work and action.
If you ever had any doubts about how good or how effective you are, how good your career choices have been, under the influence of the personal year 8, all your doubts will be cleared.
The personal year 8 is the time of harvest and culmination of your decisions and choices. If your decisions have been correct, you will receive rewards and advancements. If they were wrong, you will find failures. In case you see failures, know that your decisions, your choices, your plan has to be changed. In ideal situations, 8 is seen to be a very rewarding year when advancements happen, finances improve, and with that, work pressure rises and responsibilities increase. If your attitude number is 6, in that case, from your upcoming birthday onwards, you're about to or will enter the personal year 9. If you viewed the previous attitude number, you already know that the year 8 was about power play. And after that, the year 9 comes as the year of completion.
If your personal year 8 was very good, you've landed up in the year 9 with a pot full of gold and overflowing. So now it is time for you to share your fortune with other people who are lesser fortunate than you. The other scenario can be your personal year 8 was not very good and you landed up in the year 9 with an empty pot. You do not have any fortune to share. In that case, you've learned a lesson, and what you can share is your experiences.
The year 9 will be a time of cleansing when all the things which are no longer necessary in your life should either be closed or given away. Sometimes during a 9 year too, new people may come into your life or people may leave your life. You could be changing jobs or your children could be leaving home or getting married. All in all, certain things that you are very attached with could be going away, and that might make it a bit of an emotional cycle. The major lesson during a 9 year that you have to learn is to let go. And you have to share, you have to learn to see everyone with the eyes of compassion. If your attitude number is 7, in that case, from your birthday onwards, you're about to enter the personal year 1. If you have viewed the previous attitude number in this log, you already know that the previous year for you, that is the time till your upcoming birthday, is the year 9. 9 is the time for closures, and after that 1 is the time for beginnings. All in all, 9 and 1 could be the years when some major transitions may happen in your life. The personal years 4 and 5 also mark transitions, but not in such a big way as the 9 and 1 do.
During the personal year 1, you will strongly feel the driving force. There'll be an inner knowing. You will know what is the right thing and what you have to do. And you have to trust your instincts and your abilities.
You are free from certain old attachments because you are to take up a new mission in life. And you may wonder, what will you do? How in the heaven's name are you going to make it? But all you have to do is to take the first step and half the job will be done. The personal year 1 is the most perfect time to begin something new. You have to strongly make up your mind and stand by your ideas, because if you don't, who will? Whatever you decide upon during the year 1 shall shape up the next cycles in your future. If your attitude number is 8, from your upcoming birthday onwards, you shall be entering the personal year 2. When I say that you'll be entering the personal year 2, I know that you've already undergone a major transition in your life, and during the course of personal year 1, that is the time till your upcoming birthday, you've already made up your mind on something. You already know what was right for you and have decided. Now, from your upcoming birthday onwards, it is time for you to patiently follow through. You've taken some major action, a major transition has happened, and then seeds were sown. Now, you quietly nurture them and look after their needs. The personal year 2 is not the time to come up with fresh, strong ideas and decisions, but again, to lay a bit low, to become more cooperative and diplomatic so as to avoid sudden stops and starts. And you just have to keep the ball rolling.
Do not get into confrontations or arguments. Do not create enemies. Diplomacy during this time is strongly needed. Maybe the person with whom you are planning to have a confrontation with turns out to be a key person whom you might be needing strongly in the future. Or maybe the person whom you think is the culprit is actually the good guy and somebody else is operating from behind the scenes. So let the emotional fog clear, wait out and see what happens.
If your attitude number is 9, from your upcoming birthday onwards, you will be entering the personal year 3. Till your upcoming birthday, you will be in the personal year 2. If you have viewed the previous attitude number in this log, you already know that 2 was about keeping it a bit low profile and diplomatic. A little bit about the personal year 3 was also discussed in the beginning of this log. And once again, the personal year 3 beginning from your birthday onwards will be about expressing yourself freely and creatively. You should open yourself towards a time of carefree and freewheeling energy when you should enjoy all the good things in life. 3 is a very lucky time.
The personal year 3 is going to be about traveling, socializing, making a lot of friends, throwing parties. If you're planning to throw a grand party, this would be the ideal year to do so. You'll receive a lot of social support. 3 is a very lucky time when you could be receiving lucky money also. You'll have money luck, you'll have social support, and there'll be growth and development in all the areas of your life.
Now, every time the personal year number coincides with your life path. For those of you who are watching my log for the first time, the life path number can be derived by adding all the digits in your date of birth and reducing it to a single digit. We are working with single digit base values in this log. So if the personal year number coincides with this number, which is the life path number, then there will be a learning lesson in store for you. Secondly, if the universal year number, for example 2019, is reducing to 3, so if this number 2 coincides with your life path number, in that case the universal year is about to become a memorable year of your life. So all the life path 3s, keep your fingers crossed, something important is going to happen in your life.
So that'll be all for today. If you've watched the entire log, you would be benefited by the information that I have provided in this log. If you found it to be useful, please hit a like and share the experience with others. If you want to keep in touch, you could subscribe to my channel or like my FB page, the link to which is provided in the description box below. For the time being, that'll be all. Have a very happy new year.